Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. So we'll just wait for a few minutes so that most of you can join. Till then, if those of you who are already here, if you have any doubts, then you can, chat with me. So I'll be answering your questions. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. Okay. So basically, this session. So what is this session about? What can you expect from this session? Is how to start for the GATE 2022 preparation, right? So that's what we're going to cover in this video. And also, we'll, like some of you already know, Hiatuz, we are starting online classes, right? So good evening, Debojit. We are starting the online classes, right? And we will be giving you the full details. Okay. So the last time I had a live session with you all, it was a really good time I had with you all. And so I told you a few details, right? So all of the details were not clear, especially the fee structure, right? So we had not decided by then the fee structure. So that's why I couldn't tell by that time. So that also we will be covering. Okay. So that is the two things that you can expect from this session. So just a few more minutes, okay? Just we'll just give time for everybody. Okay. So I hope that all of you had a very good New Year, and so if you have any doubts, meanwhile you can just chat with me. So what extra resources and practice books you need extra after the online class? Okay, so that's a very good question, especially for networks. Happy New Year, Saurav. Okay, the thing is, like I told, we will be giving you homework. Okay, so with the homework, only like most of your doubts will be clear. Okay, so from the GATE perspective, so I will not talk about your semester exams or your, just the entire engineering syllabus, but as far as GATE is concerned, I don't think you will be needing any more extra resources. Okay, so we will be explaining everything to you, and we will from time to time, give you a certain, if we think that something is important, some particular concept is important, we'll try to just give you pictures of that concept from the textbook. Okay, so anything that you need, we will be giving you. I don't think you will be needing anything. Okay. And as far as standard books are concerned, see, I am someone who always encourages you to read standard books because they are like on a whole new level. So if you're someone who already reads standard books, it's well and good. But if you're not used to it, then particularly for GATE preparation, I don't think it's required, standard books. Yes, so whatever doubts you have, Akhil, you can ask me here. Yes, we will provide any concepts that we feel is necessary for you to read. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any kind of resources apart from this. But I personally feel like whatever homework we're giving you now, that is more than enough. So one thing, past year questions are important, right? Past year questions everybody has to solve. So currently, as we have not launched any past year solutions, you should, I think, take up some past year solutions that is available in the network, okay, in the market. So that's probably one thing that you have to take care of. So you're getting very less marks in test series. You're demotivated because of this. This is your third attempt. See, Akhil, you need to really, think about what is going wrong, okay? And are you making any kind of changes, to better your preparation, okay? So, that's really something that you need to. Is this even right for you? Is GATE even right for you? Are you interested, or are you doing it out of pressure, right? So that also you have to consider, okay? So don't get demotivated. Life is not just about GATE, okay? So how many questions per day you will be providing on an average? See, that depends on the concept. Okay, if we feel that that particular concept needs more practice, then we will give you more practice. Okay, so there's no specific number of questions per day that we can tell you. Okay, if it's an easy topic, we'll give only 1 or 2 questions. If it's a tough topic, maybe we'll give you 10 questions. Okay, so okay, GATE 2021. Okay, yeah. So yes, that happens. Sometimes you need to give, like for me, it was my second attempt. Okay. So it does happen that you need to give more tries, but you have to remember there should be improvement, okay, with each preparation. So uh, Prabhat Mishra, ma'am, should I revise theory too much or solve questions regularly for revising purpose? Again, revision strategy is something that is very personal, but you have to make a balance. Okay, you need to know the theory, but you also need to know how to solve the problem. So it's like a balance you have to strike. Okay. So, okay, you keep posting doubts. I will keep answering them from time to time. Okay. Meanwhile, we will just start off with the session. Okay. So, yes. So, okay, 2022, some of you, I think most of you here, at least those of you who have messaged, this is like your 2022 is going to be not going to be your first attempt, right? So even if it's your first attempt or second or third attempt, it's okay. One thing that you always need to consider whenever you're starting the preparation, one thing that you have to always consider is first of all where you stand. Okay, so now it's like you have about 12 months, 1 year for GATE 2022. So it's like the perfect time for you to first analyze yourself. Okay, so if you have already written the exam before, then where did you fail? And if this is your first attempt, then is like what is your level of preparation? Do you know some subjects? Are you weak in basics, or you are good with concepts but you have a problem with problems? So these are all the things that you have to consider. And not just about the subject, right? You also need to consider your time management, your focusing levels. Do you have a problem with concentrating, right? So all these also you have to consider. Okay, so this is like understanding, this is like retrospecting, right? What where you stand. So this is one thing that I think a lot of you just jump into the preparation time, right? So just don't do that. Just first of all try to analyze where you are, where you're standing and everything. So if you have watched Yogesh's gate journey video, okay, so if you've not watched, I'll just try to link it in the description after the session. You can check it out, or you can check it out in our YouTube channel. So Yogesh says that before his preparation, okay, he started off his preparation in May. Okay, so May 2016 he started off his preparation, and before that he was working at that time actually. So before that he quit his job in February, and for the next few months, that is for March, April, he didn't go for any coaching. Okay, he didn't go for any coaching. He was just sitting at home, and you might be wondering like why should someone sit at home, right? When they've already decided that they need to prepare. So the thing is, he was having very bad habits as far as preparation was concerned. That he used to sleep late at night, and he used to binge watch TV series, and these are all the things that they will be detrimental for your preparation. So he knew that about himself. So what he did, he used that entire 2 months for just making his body, preparing his body for that, sitting for long hours, concentrating for long hours. So this is how he actually used the entire 2 months. So how did he do that? Because he knew that this was his problem. Okay, so if you don't know that, what will happen? You will just go ahead. Okay, and let's say Yogesh, if you take, then he would have just gone ahead with the classes, and he would not have been able to listen properly because he would not be able to sit for such long hours, right? So it will be like he'll not be able to give the best of himself. So similarly, you will have some problems, and if you don't understand where your problem lies, then it will be like you will not be able to give your best. Okay, so this is one thing, one very first and foremost thing that everybody of you, even if you are not attempting this for the first time, you still need to analyze what went wrong with your previous exam. right? So this is a very important step and often ignored step, and most people don't even realize that this has to be done. So just do that. Just understand where you lie. Okay. So we'll just answer a few questions. Uh, so can you reschedule to 6:45, Fasila? Actually, the if we reschedule to 6:45, it will be problem for you only because already we have less time, right? We have tried to keep the class only for 2 hours. So if you make it 6:45, then again the class has to be till 8:45, and then again we will just okay, 15 minutes is fine from 6:30 to 6:45, but I think it will be best if we start at 6:30. But if all of the people who are attending the class, if they are okay with 6:45, then the other time from 10 again it will be shifted to 10:15, right? So if all of you who are joining, if it's okay, if it is 15 minutes late, then we will definitely reschedule it. But we can't I cannot tell the time for now. Okay, so I will still tell that the time is at 6:30, but depending on the students who are enrolling, if everybody is comfortable with it, then we can reschedule to 6:45. Okay, so that is not an issue. Okay, yes, for some of you 6:30 is fine. See, if 6:45 is not a problem, Fasila, we will definitely reschedule. Okay, so it will, but I cannot confirm you. If people are not okay with 6:45, then I will have to keep it at 6:30. Okay. Uh, then Prabhat Mishra, GATE 2022 will be my first attempt. Okay, that I hope that you are in college, and I hopefully you will be able to crack it in the very first attempt. So is there any deadline I'm supposed to submit the fee for joining the networks course? Like it will be best if you can if you can pay before the class starts, right? So the classes will be starting on February 10th. Okay, so previously we gave out a date of February 1st, but note that there is a change in date. So classes will be from February 10th. Just before that, if you can, submit the fee, it will be good. But remember, there's a offer going on. Okay. So according to that offer, if you are enrolling before Jan 20th, okay, 20 Jan 20, it will be like you have some offers going on. So I will explain about those offers. So if you can pay before Jan 20th, it will be beneficial for you. Okay. So in which order subjects will be covered at Hiatuz for GATE? See the order, there will be a lot of factors, okay? So we cannot tell for sure. It will also depend on the availability, right? So Yogesh and me, both of us will be taking up the classes together. So depending on whether he's available or whether I am available, we will be conducting the classes accordingly, okay? So we will not be able to tell you the order, but this much we will try to ensure that, networks we've kept first because networks will be useful for other subjects as well, right? So next we will try to cover maths or signals and systems. So like we will start off with something that are basic, right? So that is what we are aiming at, but nothing is sure yet as far as the schedule is concerned. Okay, so we are starting with networks, and that much is sure. Okay, so the first subject will be networks. And also one thing, so just because we are teaching, let's say, power systems first, doesn't you don't have to worry about it, okay? Because whatever concept that we're going to teach in power systems, let us say phasers, okay? Phasers is a part of networks, okay? So in case you have some concept like that which needs the knowledge of other subject, then you don't worry. We will tell that concept and then only go ahead with the entire subject, okay? So you don't have to worry about the order of subjects. Then the syllabus we will try to complete by the end of November. Okay, so that's what we are aiming at. So maybe just a week or so, because initially we thought the date will be starting from February 1st. So we thought it to be the end of November. So like now we have extended it for 10 days. We've pushed the date for 10 days, right? So accordingly, the end date also, it might be till December 10th. Okay, but that also we will try that November 30th. We will try to complete the entire syllabus. Okay, so okay, before answering the other questions, just let me go ahead with the thing that I want to tell. Okay, so for GATE 2022, starting the preparation. So I told that you need to know about yourself. Okay, so that is one thing. The second thing is to research about the exam. Okay, so see, without knowing what the GATE exam is for and what is the pattern and what is the marking scheme of the exam, it's really impossible for you to crack the exam. Okay, so one of the major things that a lot of you miss out is that the syllabus. You somehow you don't read the syllabus and then you read unnecessary stuff, and that will be a waste of time for you. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's just research about the exam, the entire thing. Okay, be it the marks, be it the amount of time that you have to sit down for the exam, and if it's an online exam, then you need to know that your calculator is not allowed, right? And you have to use the virtual calculator. So you have to even make yourself used to the virtual calculator, right? So these are all the things that you will know only if you research about the exam, right? So that's why researching about the exam is very, very important. And also here, one more thing that is important is if you can get the experiences from people who have already written the exam. Okay, so it need not be gate toppers only. Okay, it might be even someone who has just attempted gate exam. Okay, so you can also learn a lot from where you have failed. Okay, so you just talk with anybody and everybody who has written the gate exam before. Ask them what worked for them, what did not work for them, and depending on this, you can make a good strategy for yourself. So you need as much information as you can get. Okay, so that is also a part of researching about the exam. So talk with as many people as possible. Yeah, be it your friends, be it your seniors, right? Or be it someone from online. So you can just break your boundaries. Okay, just talk with people, research about the examination, just go to the past year questions also as a part of researching about the exam. What kind of questions come, right? So you might be someone who is good with your semester exams. A lot of times what happens is people who are really good in their semester exams, so they don't crack a gate exam. Both are different. Okay, so it's not that people who crack the semester exam, maybe they don't have concept, that's why they didn't get gate. It's not like that. It's just that your approach has to be different. The kind of questions that are asked is different. Okay, and so this is all the kind of things that you need to know when you are researching about the exam. Okay, so this is one important step. So questions: can a full-time working professional join the course without hassle? Yes, yes, exactly. So that's what we are aiming at, right? So that's why we have kept the classes late in the evening from 6:30 to 10 o'clock. Okay, so it's not even too late. 10 o'clock is like a fine time, right? So I'm sure that this will be without hassle, and definitely you will be given homework. So you will have to find time for that, be it early in the morning or be it right after you come back from the office, or while traveling. So that thing you have to do. But since we are having a separate doubt session, we'll be having a separate doubt session. You can also you can also practice problems there itself. So it's like you have practice session in the class itself. Okay, it is included in the class. So I'm sure that this will be helpful even for full-time working professionals. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. We are in fact focusing in such a way that people who are going to college, who are studying currently, and who are working, so all of them, they will be able to attend the classes. Okay, so classes will be 5 days a week. So if no, it's not like that. We will be having classes all the days of the week. Okay, so otherwise we will not be able to complete the syllabus. Already we have, we are taking only less time, right? We are giving only 3 hours per day. So we have to ensure that we are, getting the maximum time. So that will be like all days of the week, and Sundays probably we'll have more hours of class. Okay. So how much time will it take to complete network? So I am targeting for it to be completed in 15 days. So if it starts on Feb 10th, then we are trying to complete by Feb 25th or maximum Feb 25th. 24th or 25th. Okay. So which classes you joined? So when I was preparing for GATE. That was back in 2016. 2016 I started preparing. In 2017 I gave GATE. So that time I joined in Maybe. Okay, but I also took test series from Ace Academy. So it's like classes I've taken here and test series I've taken both. Okay, so yeah. So any more questions you can just ask me. Okay, so meanwhile I'll just go ahead with what I want to say. So, okay, till now I said that you need to know where you stand. And second thing that I told is you need to research about the exam. Okay. So the third thing, this is also a very important thing, is to create environment. Okay. So what is meant by environment? It is your study environment. See where you read. Okay. That is the first major thing. And also your coaching classes and your study friends, okay, with whom are you studying, or are you studying alone, or are you preparing on your own? Okay, so these are all, they come under environment. Okay, so what happens is sometimes you're just reading and let's say your sibling or your roommate, they are watching some program. Okay, so it becomes a clash, right? Time clash will come. You want to read and they want to watch something. Okay, so it will be a disturbance for you. So in that case, you have to ensure that you solve that problem. Okay, so you either have a study space where you can study without any disturbance, like your balcony or your terrace, or you can even go to a library outside. Okay, so you just have to get a solution, or you can talk with your roommate or your sibling that this is the condition that I have to read and this is important for me. So, let's just come to a compromise. See, I will study at this time and you don't watch movies at that time. When you watch movies, then I won't study. So, there's this kind of some compromise should be able to come. Okay. So, this is one situation wherein your environment is important. And also, doubts, right? So this is a problem that I faced. So that's why I am very particular about it. So when I was preparing, I did not have any of my classmates joining the course, the same course. So it was like I didn't have anyone for whenever, like, you see, it often happens that you're solving a problem, you know the entire concept, but somewhere, sometime you do a silly mistake. Okay, and you, how many times you go over it, you just overlook that mistake. Okay, and you get so irritated that this I don't know what's going wrong, I've done everything right but the answer is coming wrong. So what happens in such a case is you feel that if you have someone, who you can discuss with, then it's going to be good, because they will be able to, it's not possible for both of you to overlook the same mistake, right? So in that way, if you have a good person who is able to study along with you, so that is also a good thing. Okay, so if you are already in college, then a lot of people will be preparing along with you, so that will not be a problem when you're in college. But if you're a working professional, then you try to just get a group of people who also want to prepare for GATE. So just form a study group and try to do that. Another thing that you can do is join some online community, right? So as some of you know, we have a Telegram group. So it is a free and open group, and if you join that group, this is only for electrical. So if you join that group, it will be like whatever doubts you have, wherever you're getting stuck, if you just post it in the group, then we will be able to answer you, we'll be able to solve your doubt. So it's like you have this is like a environment with that we're trying to create. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have a good environment. Okay, so this is also one thing that is so underrated. Okay, it is so important, yet a lot of you, it's you seem to overlook that this is so important. Okay, so this is also one place where you tend to become inefficient. Okay, so this is about creating the environment. And lastly, exam preparation. So this is like the main step, right? So you have to design a strategy for yourself to study, and for even revising for test series. So everything comes under this. So once you do these initial three things, okay, what is that? Researching about the, sorry, knowing where you stand, researching about the exam, and creating an environment. Once you do these three things, this is the initial part of the preparation. Next comes the exam preparation, the actual exam preparation, where you're taking coaching, whether you're not taking coaching. So these are all, it comes under that. Okay, and basically you need to devise a strategy for yourself, and remember that a strategy changes from time to time. It's not like you have only one strategy and you should stick to it. So depending on your progress, depending on the feedback of yourself, You have to give self feedback to your strategy. Okay, so depending on that, you have to change your strategy accordingly. Okay, so this is the exam preparation thing, and just remember that there will be times when it feels like this is something that you cannot do. Okay, it becomes so hard, you feel like giving up. But let me tell you one thing here: don't ever give up something in between. Okay, so if you have decided to go ahead for gate 2022, okay, so for 1 year just don't try out anything else. Okay, just try to make sure that you are studying for that 1 year at least. I'm not saying you just waste years of time, even if you don't get gate, just waste years of time. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. Just 1 year, if you have decided. Okay, so you must be having a lot of factors because of which you are writing the gate exam. So after all the factors are considered, when you decide, after you decide that you're giving gate, okay, if you have not decided, if you're not sure about gate exam, that's a whole different thing. Okay, so we will talk about that some other time. But if you have decided for gate wholeheartedly, okay, and this is your only choice that you feel, then just before the gate exam, don't ever give up. Because let me tell you, a lot of toppers, they have also felt like giving up कि ये तो नहीं होता यार, हमसे नहीं होता है ना, so this will not happen, so I'll just let it go. No, they will think that, but still they just keep trying, they keep trying, and somehow they get it. Okay, so everybody is going through the same thing, yeah, so why do you have to worry? If everybody is going through the same thing, then one of you at least will be able to crack it, right? So that's something that you need to remember before the gate exam. In between, don't try to give up. Okay, and anyways, you have our channel, so we will always try to, you can, if you can follow our channel, we will always try to keep up your morale, okay, through the exam, through along the preparation. So we will try to do that. You can follow our channel in YouTube or Telegram or Quora, wherever it is. We will just try to ensure that your motivation levels are always up and running. Okay, so that is one thing. And next we will talk about, so this is about gate 2022. This is for all of your branches, right? So now we will talk about Hiatuz online classes. Okay, so the entire details. Um so before that, just a few doubts. How much time I've completed that? Which classes I will? For PS, which textbook you preferred? So I have gone ahead. See, for different topics, you will need different textbooks, right? So I have gone ahead mostly with Kothari. Okay, so for power system analysis and as well as fault analysis and even stability. Okay, so for that I have followed Kothari, and some concepts you need to go ahead with Vadva. And after the preparation, in fact, I found a very good book which is Stevenson. So while I was preparing for the exam, I didn't know of this book, but I think that is a very good book. But that if you're preparing for gate, I don't think you can spend too much time on Stevenson. Okay, so how many hours you used to devote to studies during your preparation days? So actually I used to spend a very less amount of time. You can say like I had classes for 3 hours, so I joined the evening batch. So I'm not someone who can sit for long hours, so I took the evening classes, and in the morning I just tried to somehow get at least 3 to 4 hours of study time. Okay, so but my case is different because I have actually studied all through the engineering, so it's something that a lot of you don't do. So I don't keep me as your scale. Okay, so yes, about the classes. Uh, so initially we gave out the date as February 1st, 2021, but we have changed it because in the last session, one of you has asked about Gate 2021 will be on Feb 7th or 8th. I think I just don't remember. It will be on 7th or 8th. So after the gate exam, after gate 2021, if we can start, it will be a better thing. So that's what someone suggested last time I did the session. So that's why we pushed the date after gate 2021. Okay. So the classes will be from Feb 10 2021, and it will be on Zoom, and it will be in English. Okay. And however, if you have any problem conversing in English, okay, then you can ask doubts. Your doubts you can ask in Hindi as well as Telugu. Okay, so Yogesh, you have to ask only in Hindi. With me, you can ask in Hindi as well as Telugu. Okay, so this is about the language, and so the syllabus will be completed by the end of November. Okay, and next, the main point is like why you should join Hiatuz, right? So what is it that we are giving that should make you join us, right? So the thing is the quality, right? If you look at our YouTube videos, then that's like a good indicator for the quality of videos that we make. Okay, so subject wise, you don't have to worry about anything. Okay? That I can guarantee you that our subject you will be comfortable, you will not face any problem, and we will even have doubt session. So any doubt that you have, we will be there to solve it for you. Okay, and so that is one thing, the quality, and as well as the doubts. Okay, since we have an exclusive session for doubts, it will be very easy for you to solve the doubts. Okay, so this is also one important part of the preparation that is often, most institutes will not be able to offer that, but we are trying to offer that thing, that doubt session will be there. Okay, so, and also like already currently the Telegram group is running where we solve doubts, which is open and free. So there also you can see our commitment that we try to solve each and every problem that you ask in the group. Okay, so it's like if we make this promise, then for sure we will do it. Okay, so that you can check it, you can verify it for yourself. Okay, so that is one thing, and so yes, the main thing is we are trying to conduct classes for a less amount of time each day, so that you have time to practice for yourself. Okay, so this is like a very important thing. You need to have time for yourself, because just sitting in the class and listening to the theory, that's not going to help you crack the gate exam. So yes, you will have time for practice, and that is the thing. And when you have time, it's easy to even waste that time. So to ensure that the time that you have, you're not wasting, we will give you homework regularly. Okay, so the thing with homework is that you will have that motivation. Okay, so you'll have that motivation to study, otherwise you will not have the motivation. Okay, so if you are already internally motivated, it's well and good. But if you are not, then this homeworks will be really helpful for you. Okay, so that is one thing. And so for those of you who are enrolled, we will be having a closed private group. Okay, this will be either on WhatsApp or Facebook or Telegram. Okay, it will be in either of these three platforms. Okay, depending on the students who have enrolled, we will decide that. So in that group, we will be posting updates. We will be posting, like one of you previously asked, the resources, right? So whatever we think is necessary, some concept is necessary, and you need to read from this particular textbook. Okay, so we will give that concept. Okay, so we will either give you a screenshot or we'll give you a PDF file. So all the updates will be given in that group. Okay, even the study resources, if any, and even the homework. Okay, the homework questions, I will not be dictating it to you, right? I have to give it to you somewhere. So that also we will be posting in that group. Okay, so you will have this space wherein you can share things, and also you can ask doubts there also. So if we have time, we will solve it then and there. Otherwise, we will be using, whatever doubt you have, just post it in that group. Okay, so in the evening, in the doubt session, we will just try to solve all those doubts. Okay, so that way it will be ensured that all your doubts are also clarified. Okay, then that is the about the close group. And we will be probably starting this group at least a week before the classes actually start. Okay, so that whatever we think you need to prepare for the classes, we will try to give that to you. Okay, so probably in the first week of February, we will be starting off the group. Okay, then so last but not the least, affordable, right? So the subject fees actually, so it's not possible to show you right now, but I'll just read it out to you. Okay, so it is affordable. Okay, so we have tried to ensure that the entire fee, it comes out to 10,000. Okay, so this is very much affordable to you, and compared to, I know 10,000 is not a very small amount, it is a huge amount, but that's the least we can do. Okay, so we have tried to reduce the fee as much as possible. Okay, so for different subjects, yes, this is also one thing, that if you don't want to take all the subjects, okay, you are only weak in some subjects, then you can take only that particular subject. Okay, so if you want to go ahead with networks only, then you can only pay 500. Okay, if you want to go ahead only with power electronics, so the cost for power electronics is 1200. Okay, so you can only pay 1200 and you don't have to worry about other subjects. Okay, this is especially useful for those of you who have who was not attempting it for the first time. So for the first timers, we would suggest that you take all the subjects, but for those of you who have had multiple efforts before, you can just take a few subjects. Okay, so it will be like saving money for you. So I'll just read out all the fees of each of the subject. So you can either note it down, but don't worry, I'll even write it in the description. After this live session is done, I will just try to link it, okay, in the description or in the comments. So you can take that also, but I'll just read it out now. Okay. So for networks, the fees is 500. For field theory, it is 300. For control systems, 800. Signals and systems, 1200. Power electronics, 1200. Analog electronics is 800. Power systems is 1500. Machines, 1500. Mathematics, 500. Digital electronics is 500. Measurements, 500. And general aptitude is 700. Okay, so these all the rates we have decided depending on the amount of syllabus. Okay, how much syllabus is there? Like for example, analog electronics is a huge syllabus. Okay, but at the same time, the weightage is not that high. Okay, so that's why it is not that much, not that costly. Okay, so compared to power systems and machines, which they have a very high weightage, as well as they're very vast. Okay, so that is the reason their cost is high. So this is how we have given different fees for different subjects. So whatever subjects you feel is comfortable, you can take that subject only. Okay, so this will be very affordable to you, and the whole price is coming out to be 10,000. Okay, so but you have an offer going on currently if you are enrolling before Jan 20, 2021. Okay, for all the subjects. So if you're weak in basics or this is your first attempt, then we would suggest that you go ahead with the all the subjects. Okay, that is 10,000. But if you are enrolling before Jan 20th, okay, then you will have a 15% off, that will come out to 8,500. Okay, so for 8,500 you will be able to attend all the subjects. Okay, so this is one offer that we are giving. So like someone asked before, is there any kind of date before which you have to pay? So that if you can pay, there's no date before the class. If you can pay, that's well and good. So we will not take the fees after the class, because that is that is a loss for you only, because classes have already started, and if you want to go ahead with the same subject, then you will be missing out on some session. Okay, so we would suggest that you pay before the class, but if you are also paying before Jan 20th, then you will have a 15% off on the entire total all subjects. Okay, and there's another offer that we are giving for networks, that is only for networks. That is see, this is something that probably a lot of you have doubt. Two people can attend by paying the fees of only one. Okay, that means, let us say you are one person and you have a friend who also want to attend the networks class. Then both of you can together pay 500 to me. Okay, so it's like one of you pay from your account, and then you share, both of you share it, you divide it amongst you, 250, or you can even pay 400. So whatever the sharing in between you do, that is not a concern for us. So both of you together, if you pay 500, okay, then we will allow both of you to attend the class. So you only have to ensure when can you avail this offer. So it's not like one person will come, you pay 250. No, two of you should come as a group. Okay, And if you're not able to find someone, if you're not able to find a group, then just try to message on the Telegram group, or at least in the chat here, or in the anywhere, if you just try to inform us, or you just try to get a partner online itself from our group, from our Telegram or Quora space or anywhere, then you both can decide, and you can come to us and say that both of us are giving 500 together. Okay, so we will allow both of you to attend the class. Okay, so this offer is only running for networks, and this also if you are paying before Jan 20th. Okay, so this is one offer. Still if you have any doubt regarding this networks offer, because it is a little confusing, if you have any doubt, then just message us, or you can mail us. Okay, so this is one offer that is running. And so yes, that is about the fees and the offers that we have. Okay, and the class timings will be from 6:30 to 10. Okay, so from 6:30 to 8:30 the class will be there for 2 hours, and from 8:30 to 9 you will have a break, and from 9 to 10 you will have a doubt session. If none of you have any doubts, then we will go ahead with the class. Okay, so it'll just depend on the situation then there. Okay, so yes, so depending on the left out syllabus, then we will have to probably have to sit for more number of hours on Sunday. Okay, so that probably 6 hours of class if we have, it will be comfortable for us to complete the syllabus. Okay, so if we don't have syllabus, if we are able to complete it in the weekdays itself, then Sunday also we'll have only 3 hours of class in the morning. Most probably the classes on Sunday will be in the morning, and if depending on the syllabus, we'll have in the evening also. Okay, on Sunday. So this is only for Sunday. So in this way, even those of you who are working or who are going to college, you can attend the classes. Okay, then the enrollment procedure. So whoever is deciding to enroll for the classes, okay, and let's first just choose the subjects, any subject. Okay, it's not that we are taking only for network now. You can pay for any subject. Okay, let's say that you want to go ahead with machines and power systems. Okay, so what will be the cost? Machines is 1500 and power systems is 1500. So if you pay 3000, just pay 3000 to the UPI ID that I will link in the description, or I will comment. Okay, so you can pay that amount to the UPI ID that I will give you, and after you have paid, that receipt that you're going to get, right, the payment receipt that you're going to get, that you should mail us. Okay, you can either mail us, or you can send us a message on Quora or Telegram. Okay, so after you send the payment receipt, that email ID is hiatuzacademy@gmail.com. So that also I will link. All the details that you need to know, I will just link in the description, or I will comment. Okay, so you can get from there. So that payment receipt you have to send us. Okay, and also just remember that you also have to mention which subject that you have paid for. Okay, so let's say that you have paid 3000, then you for power systems and machines, then you have to mention that in the mail. Okay, so this is for power systems and machines karke you have to mention. Okay, so that is how you have to pay the fees. Okay, uh, then so when will we inform you? So now the networks class is starting. Okay, let's say that you have gone ahead with signals and systems. Okay, so you have paid the fees for signals and systems, you want only for signals and systems. Then when signals and systems is going to start, okay, so when signals and systems is going to start, at that time we are going to inform you. So don't worry, we will have your contact details, right? So we will inform you much ahead, so you will not be missing out on anything. And unless and until we are able to reach each and every one of you who has paid, we will not start the class. Okay, so we will just go some other subject which is possible. So, but we will not start the class unless all of you are attending. So don't worry, your money will not go to waste. So whatever subject that you're choosing, if you just pay the fee and you just mention the subject that you've paid for, when you send us the payment receipt, that is done for you. That is the enrollment procedure. Okay, so nothing very difficult about that. But still, you have any doubts, just message me or Yogesh, and we will be answering the doubts. Okay, all your queries. So this is all about the class. And if you have any other doubts that you have regarding the class, you can ask me. So Fasila has asked, during your preparation, when did you practice numericals? Where did you practice numericals? Maybe is it coaching material, workbooks, standard books. Okay, so there's no time to prepare for from standard books. Okay, so I have personally never prepared from standard books. The problems. Okay, theory you can refer. Any doubts that you have, you can refer. But as far as problems are concerned, you don't you just can't afford to study from standard books. There's simply not enough time. So I personally, I just went ahead with the past year questions. Like I said, I used to practice for a very less amount of time, so doing the past year questions only was enough for me. But one thing that I did was I was actually preparing for ESC also, and engineering services. So I used to even do the past year questions of ESC as well. Okay, so not just GATE. So that's where I practice from. And actually, what happens is coaching material में कुछ questions नहीं होते हैं. There's no questions in coaching material in Medici during our time. I don't know currently. So workbook we have questions, and workbook actually you don't have answers or solutions. So our teachers used to make us solve the workbook questions in the class itself. Okay, and so there only I used to do the workbook questions. But I personally, apart from that, I have not done any workbook questions. Okay, I've just stuck to the past year questions, nothing more than that. And very important, test series. Okay, so you need to do the test series. Okay, so whatever institute you're taking test series from, and probably we'll be launching the test series, but you just have to wait for that update. Will not be promising anything currently, but we are looking forward for starting of the test series. So test series you have to take, be it from us or be it from any institute. Okay, just take the test series. Okay, so that is one thing that you have to practice from, that I have practiced from during my preparation time. Okay, so only past year and test series. Okay, so any other doubts that you have, I'll be here at least for 10 more minutes, depending on the doubts that you ask. So I will be here and you can ask me any doubts regarding the classes. So any doubts regarding the fees, or how you have to pay the fees, or the offers that are running? So you can just ask me. So hopefully I didn't miss out any details. Yep, if you suppose a student enrolls for machines and have doubts on networks, will you solve? Like I said, we already have a Telegram group, right? So that there we are solving any subject doubts. Okay, so whether you are an enrolled student or not an enrolled student, you have enrolled for that subject, not enrolled for that subject, it doesn't matter, right? So we will be solving all your doubts in the Telegram group, which is open. So don't worry about this doubt solving. If you've taken only machines, and if you have doubts in network, then we will definitely solve. Okay, so you are our student, so it'll always be there. Don't worry about the doubt solving. Okay. Yep. Any other doubts? So actually, we will always be available on Quora and Telegram, right? So you can even message us there. It will be good actually if you can just connect with us in the Telegram, because that's easier. Okay, so in Quora, what happens is you either comment, and it's actually not a place wherein you can get information very fast. Okay, so but Telegram is like it's easier to get information from. So we strongly recommend that you follow us on Telegram. Okay, and even if you are not enrolling for any classes, then if you can just join the group, so it will be very useful to you, and we would be very happy actually to solve your doubts. So we would strongly recommend that you join the Telegram group. So any other doubts? So One more thing is, yes, I've covered everything. I've covered almost everything. So good evening, Shivani. Please provide fee split in some subjects. So yes, I've just told you, but see, I will just link it in the comments. Okay, so after this session, uh, so you're asking the fee details of all the subjects of each of the subjects, right? So I will be linking it. So I've just told you now actually. So if you have any specific subject that you are asking for, then you can ask me. I will tell that the entire fees is coming out to be 10,000. Okay. So I will link it, Shrivani. I will just link it in the description, so you can verify it then. Okay. Also, if you want, just if you can just send your email IDs, we will even try to give information about any such things in the future. Okay. Yes, I will. I will definitely. Okay, fine. I'll just repeat the fee once again. So for networks, it's 500. Just try to note it down because you'll not be able to remember each subject. It's a different fees. Okay. So networks is 500 and field theory is 300. Control systems 800. Signals and systems is 1200. Power electronics is 1200. Analog electronics is 800. Power systems 1500, machines 1500, mathematics 500, digital electronics 500, measurements 500, and general aptitude is 700. Okay, so the total will come out to be 10,000. So, yes, so if you are attempting for the first time, then we would recommend that you take all the subjects. Okay. So a lot of times what happens is you think that you know all the subjects, but usually happens that you're not good at basics. So if you are attempting for the first time, then definitely just take all the subjects. Okay. So because even if you are good with the concept, you may not have that orientation for gate. See, the first time that I wrote gate, I wrote in 2015. Okay, so that was in my final year. So I had some experience before writing it for the second time. Okay, for 2016 I didn't write because I didn't have any plans, but later on I just thought that no, I should give gate. So 2017 I had my second attempt, but the fact that I had already prepared before in fourth year, that was very helpful for me to make decisions. So yes, so if you're even like I was a good student only, so I was good with my semester exams and all, but gate orientation is different. You need to be able to solve that in that particular time, and you need to get problems are different. Okay, so yes, so it's best that you have that orientation. So if you're attempting for the first time, then definitely go ahead with all the subjects. Okay. Thank you for the session. Okay, you're asking me to go. So yes, bye. If you want to leave, then you leave. I'll just wait for a few more time. If any one of you have doubts, then I will just clarify. Okay. If there are no doubts, just 2 or 3 minutes, I'll wait. And if you don't have any doubts, then we can call it a session. Okay, so you're studying currently, Nace. Yes, you can ask any doubts that you have. See, irrespective of whether you're joining us or not joining us, you can ask doubts. Okay, so because both of us actually, not just me, but even Yogesh, we love interacting with you all. So yes, you can ask any doubts whenever, wherever. Okay, so yes, thank you for attending the session, Shrivani, and everybody who has attended this session. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me when I interact with you all. So please do interact, please do attend all other live sessions that we will be conducting. And next time, most probably, I'll try to get Yogesh also to the live session. So yes, probably we'll just meet, both of you will meet you all together. Yes. Any other doubts regarding the classes or gate preparation in general? Anything? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I think I was able to clarify a lot of your doubts. And in case you have any other doubts regarding the classes, then you can always message us anywhere, okay, on Quora, Telegram, and even on the in the comments, right? So just connect with us and try to enroll if you can. And the quality, you don't have to worry. And whether this is right for you or not, also you don't have to worry. So if you have been following us for a time, okay, then you know that that kind of quality that we always try to stick to. So yes, so that you don't have to worry about. Okay, so I hope that I was able to answer your questions. We will meet up in the next session. Okay, so thanks a lot all of you for attending. Bye.